In sales, it happens all too often. You've already put in the work with the prospect and are about to close that deal. All of a sudden, they come back and say,
"I'm sorry, we don't have the budget."
Prospects can give many reasons for wanting to back out of a deal, but they all fall into one of three categories. And if you understand these categories, you can close more deals. Stick around to find out why that is. In this video, I'm joined by Alina from the OnePage team.
Hey there.
And we're covering how to handle sales objections. Over to you, Alina.
Thanks, Brian. So the reason behind most sales objections stem from only three problems. The prospect doesn't understand the value, you're speaking to the wrong person, or it's simply the fact that humans are resistant to change. Let's dig into them a little deeper. How many times have you heard, "Sorry, it's just too expensive"? When we can afford something but find it too expensive, we don't see its value. To give you a common example, prices at the airport are infamously high, but if you're thirsty, you'll willingly pay $5 for a bottle of water. Yes, it's expensive, but you need it and therefore see its value. Next time you're talking to a prospect, ask yourself, are they really thirsty for the solution I'm offering, or just looking around? If the prospect is hesitant about the price, they might not see the value, or you haven't identified their needs correctly.
So when faced with this scenario, you need to find out a few things. If they think it's expensive, what price are they ready to pay? What justifies the price difference? Are there any aspects of your solution that are much better and that the prospect just doesn't see yet? If you have past customers who had similar hesitations but were happy at the end, share their stories with your prospect.
Next, let's talk about qualification failure. Salespeople who neglect qualification end up talking to the wrong prospects. These prospects are either not decision makers or reply with,
"I'm sorry, it's just not the right time."
Here are a few things to ask the prospect in that case. What time frame are you looking at? Out of curiosity, what needs to happen during this time? Is there any reason why it can't happen this week or this month? There is no such thing as right prospect, wrong time. The right prospects are the ones who are willing to buy. So ask questions to understand whether it's a right fit or you need to be introduced to a different person.
And finally, not all objections mean your qualification is faulty. Humans just naturally resist change. So if you notice this natural resistance, empathize with your prospect by acknowledging their need for time, but always ask for the next step. Here's an example of how this conversation can go.
"Hey, thanks a lot for the presentation. All sounds good, but let me think it through and I'll get back to you in a little bit."
Sure, it's a big decision that shouldn't be rushed. Would you mind me asking what you'd like to assess during this time?
"I'd like to do some research. There are a few other companies that offer similar products, so I want to make sure that I'm making the right decision."
Of course. Thanks for letting me know. Do you have an approximate deadline for the final decision?
By the end of Friday, we need to make this decision fast.
How about a quick recap on Friday morning to summarize everything we talked about? After your research, you might have more questions. We can discuss them there.
That sounds great. Send me a calendar invite.
Nailed it. So now you know the three main reasons behind most sales objections and how to handle them. If you like this video, hit that subscribe button and check out our other tips on our YouTube channel. That's it from us.